You think you know what's out there in space, but there's a cluster of galaxies so massive it could fit 15,000 Milky Ways inside it, and it's named after a virgin. Wait, what? Before you scroll away thinking this is another boring astronomy lesson, let me tell you something that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the universe's structure. The Virgo Supercluster isn't just some random collection of galaxies. It's your cosmic address, and you've been living in it your entire life without even knowing it. Here's where it gets controversial. Scientists have been lying to you. Well, not exactly lying, but they've been holding back information that completely changes how you see your place in the universe. For decades, textbooks told us we lived in the Virgo Supercluster, named after the constellation Virgo where its brightest core appears in our night sky. Around 100,000 galaxies all gravitationally bound together, spanning 110 million light-years. Sounds impressive, right? Wrong. That's outdated information, and here's the kicker. In 2014, astronomers discovered we're actually part of something even more mind-blowingly massive called Laniakea, which contains the Virgo Supercluster as just one small neighborhood in an incomprehensibly larger structure. But let's back up because the Virgo Supercluster itself is absolutely insane, and most people have no idea what it actually means. Picture this. Our Milky Way galaxy contains somewhere between 100 to 400 billion stars. That's already beyond human comprehension. Now multiply that by 100,000 galaxies. The Virgo Supercluster contains an estimated 10 quadrillion stars. That's a 1 with 16 zeros behind it. If you tried counting 1 star per second, it would take you 317 million years just to count them all. The center of this cosmic monster is the Virgo cluster itself, sitting about 65 million light-years from Earth. The Virgo cluster alone contains around 1,300 to 2,000 galaxies crammed into a space about 15 million light-years across. The gravitational pull at its core is so intense that galaxies are being cannibalized, merged, and ripped apart constantly. The supermassive elliptical galaxy Messier 87, sitting right in the heart of the Virgo cluster, made headlines in 2019 when scientists captured the first-ever photograph of a black hole, and it's located right there in this galactic metropolis. Now here's something they don't tell you in science class. The entire Virgo supercluster, including our Milky Way, is moving. We're not just spinning, we're not just orbiting, we're being pulled through space at 600 kilometers per second towards something called the Great Attractor. 600 kilometers every single second. You're traveling through space right now faster than you could ever imagine, and you can't feel a thing. The Great Attractor is a gravitational anomaly located roughly 250 million light-years away, and it's dragging our entire supercluster toward it like cosmic quicksand. But wait, there's more controversy. When the Laniakea supercluster was identified in 2014 by Brent Tully and his team, they essentially redrew the cosmic maps. Laniakea, which means immeasurable heaven, in Hawaiian, contains approximately 100,000 times more mass than our Milky Way and spans 520 million light-years. The Virgo supercluster? Just one of several components within Laniakea. Everything you were taught about our cosmic neighborhood was incomplete. The name Virgo itself comes from the constellation we see in our night sky, one of the zodiac constellations representing a maiden or virgin in ancient mythology. When astronomers in the 1950s started mapping galaxy clusters, they noticed an unusual concentration of galaxies appearing in the direction of the Virgo constellation during spring months in the northern hemisphere. Charles Messier cataloged several of these galaxies back in the 1700s, never knowing they were part of a much larger structure. It wasn't until Gérard de Vaucouleurs' work in the mid-20th century that we understood these galaxies formed a supercluster with our Milky Way as a member. What's absolutely fascinating is that despite containing 100,000 galaxies, the Virgo supercluster represents only about 0.00001% of the observable universe. Let that sink in. This incomprehensibly massive structure that contains our entire galaxy, every star you've ever seen with your naked eye, every planet we've discovered, is basically nothing compared to what's out there. The observable universe contains an estimated 10 million superclusters. We're one grain of sand on an infinite beach. The Virgo cluster's core is approximately 65 million light-years away, meaning when you look at it through a telescope, you're seeing light that left those galaxies when dinosaurs still walked the Earth. You're literally looking back in time at a cosmic metropolis as it appeared during the Cretaceous period. Those galaxies have changed, evolved, possibly even collided with others since then, but we won't see those events for millions of years. Current research using data from missions like the Hubble Space Telescope and the European Space Agency's Gaia spacecraft continues to refine our understanding of these massive structures. We're mapping dark matter distribution, tracking galactic movements, and discovering that the universe's structure resembles a cosmic web more than anything else, with superclusters forming along filaments separated by vast voids of nothing. So if you found this absolutely mind-blowing, make sure to follow for more cosmic revelations that'll change how you see reality. Now here's my question for you. If we're just one galaxy in a supercluster, and that supercluster is basically nothing in the grand scheme of the universe, does that make human existence insignificant, or does it make every moment of consciousness we experience infinitely more precious?